And I think you have surely blazed a trail just in the music industry. And I found out today while reading your bio that there's so much more to who you are than just music, which I think is probably often for most musicians and creatives and artists. We're not just the one thing, we're all the things. And so I want to first talk through that musical realm of who you are and where it kind of started and how you were in the Christian industry and then in the country industry. And then now it's kind of all blended together. How that's just been a journey for you.
Yeah, so I've been saved for since 2011, and I got baptized. I got rebaptized in 2009, and so at that point in my life, it was kind of one of uh those times where I was kind of looking for fellowship, looking for a good group of people to kind of be discipled by and just kind of grow in my relation. I was really focused on just trying to grow in my relationship with God as opposed to just jumping into everything. I wanted to know more about who God was, and so I remember the night that I decided. I said, well, actually, it was this was after I got baptized, but I had a time in my life where I'd kind of struggled a little bit, just kind of in and out of church, and like I said, I was searching for fellowship, and it wasn't really coming, and people didn't really latch onto me after my baptism, and so I didn't really have that fellowship. And so one day I was sitting in my driveway, and I was sitting there praying, asking God. I said, God, if you're real, I need you to do something. I need you to. I don't want to live my life like this. I don't want to be in and out of the faith. I either want to be faithful or I want to be in the world. And if you're not real, then there's no point in trying to do all this good stuff. And God's like, okay, I got something for you. So the next day, the guy that baptized me called me and said, "Hey Dom, I got somebody that I want you to meet." And he ended up introducing me to my brother, my best friend, my uncle, my cousin, everybody to me, and he ended up discipling me for 3 years, and it was like real discipleship. We went on mission trips together. We went to Haiti, Brooklyn, St. Louis. I mean, we went so many places and really learned. I mean, we went to conferences together. I think one of the first places we went, I saw Francis Chan speak, and it was just like it
Oh
rocked my
my
world.
gosh. Yeah, so
And
much so.
yeah, it rocked my world. And so I grew up in Kentucky in the Baptist church, and so there was just a big difference in Baptist for me and non-denominational. And so for me to be able to get out, spread my wings, and learn about the Lord and be discipled and be focused on discipleship, it was really cool, which led me to doing Christian hip hop. I saw actually what happened is a friend of mine who was a police officer. He's a Christian. He came to me and he said, "Hey, I know you're big in music and you love music. Me and another one of my police officer buddies, we want to start a Christian hip hop label, and we want to use it as a platform to connect the inner city community with police officers. We want to use it as a bridge." And so I was like, I'm all for that, because there was a need for it, especially then. And this was probably right around 2013. And so we did it, and I went on as an artist manager. I had no plans to do music. I was more like discipling the artist. And then one day, one of the founders of the label came to me and said, "Hey man, you know no, sorry about that, not to toot my own horn or anything, like, because I'm not trying to, but he came to me and said, Dom, like, you've shown good stewardship. You love the Lord, and we would love to see you pour into the artist, because a lot of times with artists, they can get focused on like record sales and merch sales and who's going first and who's going last and all this other stuff. And it's a big deal. And so he wanted me to kind of help them get focused on the ministry part of it more than the other stuff. So I started teaching them how to. I was more focused on getting them to, like, if we brought in an artist like Lecrae or KB or Plum or somebody, like, go ask Plum if you can like serve at her table, or go ask Plum if we can break down for her after the concert. Even though we're artists, we want to show her that we're here to serve her, not be served.
Wow.
And so that was kind of what our ministry was just we it was all built around serving other people. And so we kind of like took off. We had really good artists on our label, and we did really well. And then the founder of the label got cancer and died, and his wife decided that she wanted to keep the label as what it was remembered under him. And so she basically, retired the label, and but it was so good because so many people were saying we went to prisons. I was like 50 Cent's never even been to a prison before.